Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. It's Greasy Badger speaking. If you guys want to continue getting news on gaming, on current events, hit that subscribe button below. I'll very much appreciate it, and let's get to it. Recently, I came in contact with a prolific Smash player that attended the Zandu venue in Baltimore, Maryland. This individual attended the venue very so oftenly, the now infamous venue where it had recordings of Cinnpie casually being inappropriately physical with Puppeh, who was 14 at the time. This Smash player and others witnessed almost everything and would always see them together. This Smash player goes by the name Blob. Go ahead and check out his channel. I'm leaving a link in the description below. Send him some love and say what's up to him. Anyways, so Blob and I came to discussion on Discord, and these are the questions of mine that he answered. I asked him what the people were like when he attended the venue. He told me that this was over 4 years ago, and this is what he remembers. There was a handful of normies that I stuck around, and the vast majority of what I previously described as socially inept comp video game participants. If you've ever been to a Yu-Gi-Oh tourney or anything like that, it's very similar. Not to say that normies were really all that normie, we're all there for a video game tournament, but it's all relative obvious. Then I asked him whether everyone who went to the tournaments were close with one another. He responds with, everyone knew each other's gamer tags at the very least. It was a good place to find friends, and he, Blob himself, would hang out with other smashers outside of the venue. He also states that this whole pedo network doesn't happen at tournaments for the most part. He argues that yes, everyone noticed that Cinnpie and Puppeh were showing major PDA, but keep in mind that they both came from South Virginia, and many of the people on camera resided in Maryland. They just saw it as people from Sova's doing Sova behavior. Here's a YouTube comment he left on my video. He gave an example of how players from South Virginia are known to be odd or in odd behaviors, such as a well-known player being outed for a diaper fetish and attempting to groom, amongst other abnormal behaviors that originates from South Virginia. So, the players within the venue witnessing Puppeh and Cinnpie together merely perceived it as, again, Sova's being Sova's. He goes on to say that everyone thought Cinnpie at the time was 16, which if you argue that no, she does not look 16. Look at how she portrayed herself. Even a stuffed teddy bear that she has in her backpack, that she has in her arms, it's obvious that she almost looks like a teenager. Blob then mentions that not only Sovas were known to be exhibiting odd behaviors, but they, the Sovas, mostly kept to their own group. No one really friended them, and they didn't friend anyone back. And this is where he talks about Puppeh. He says that almost all clips showing Puppeh and Cinnpie were at the end of the venue. People would play. If they lost, they mostly went home. So earlier in the venue would be mostly packed. So the clips that showed Cinnpie being Cinnpie were not seen by the majority of the community. These clips that I compiled weren't even out yet. Rumors popped up between people, but Blob states that if you ask Puppeh, Puppeh himself would outright deny the rumors. He goes on to say that Smash community is now dead, like Blob himself downright quit Smash and left, due to Puppeh's coming forward and many more victims that also came forward exposing the ugliness behind Smash. It was the final nail to the coffin. Only a few play, but most aren't into the Smash community anymore. Blob then goes on that not only is Cinnpie allegedly a pedo, but she's also manipulating, cheating gold digger. And that person who got manipulated was Zephyr. If you guys are unaware, I have done a video on Zephyr in my previous video. I will have the video pop up in the top right corner, go check it out later. Anyways, he points out that Zephyr was a Smash player in his mid-30s that came to play at tournaments. Blob points out that after Cinnpie manipulated Zephyr for a place to live, she suddenly had feelings for the #1 player in Baltimore, Waddy. Later in the chat, it was mentioned that the prize money towards the top 3 isn't enough, and that the real prize is the exposure. So you can imagine dating the #1 player in your region can and will boost your status as a symptom of dating a well-known person. There you guys have it, a person who was there and can give us a bit more context than we barely have. Cinnpie was able to attract little to no suspicion, as for many reasons Blob has stated. Most people thought Cinnpie was underage. Nobody really interacted with Cinnpie's group from South Virginia. Baltimore players perceived their odd behavior as Sova's being Sova's, and when rumors were spreading in the venue, Puppeh downright denies them. I like to apologize to all Baltimore players within those videos for thinking low of them. I know now with a little bit more context, I can conclude that the people that witnessed Cinnpie creeping on a 14-year-old Puppeh aren't careless to intervene. So, tell me what you guys think. What would you have done if you had the context as these Baltimore Smash players? Anyways, big shout out to Blob. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more, and I hope you guys have a good day. So I feel like this is too much of an opportunity to pass up, but Blob told me some of his shenanigans he got into while playing Smash. So one time while he was playing against another player, somehow his vape smoke in his backpack got clipped, and then it just started to make the room smell like burnt cotton. And so the staff is like, hey, we're gonna throw you out, we're gonna kick you for making this all smell like burnt cotton. But I'm thinking like, wow, you're telling me that they're not going to kick out the people, the players that haven't bathed and make the room smell like napalm, but they're willing to kick out the guy that made the room smell better. A true shock horror that Blob told me was that there's only 2 bathrooms. 2. One for men, one for women. So imagine about 98% of your attendees are male. Imagine that long line leading up to the bathroom just to take a piss. The line will get so ridiculously long that some people just quite frankly went outside, find a nice secluded area and just whip whamp and just went to the bathroom. And honestly, I don't blame them. If I had to play at a tournament, I don't want to get DQ'd. Anyways, those are the tales from Blob. Hope you guys go check him out, and I hope you guys have a good day.